Alright everybody, I'm going to show you what to look at when you check your reefer. Now, I'm going to climb up on my catwalk. I just dropped this trailer, but I have a little more room so it's easier to maneuver around. And I'm going to show you. First thing you're going to do is you're going to grab here, open this. Now, again, I'm not going to go through and what's what I'm looking for. I'm not actually, I know what I'm doing, and I hope to God your trainer teaches you this if you're new to this, or the shop that you work for teaches you this. But there are a few things you need to look at when you run a reefer engine on a trailer. Number one, this is your oil. Now I'm going to open it, and yes, it is a little hard to open, but I'm going to open it. You see, it's oil. I can tell you it's full right now without even having to use a dipstick, just by looking in there. Always make sure it's tight. You know, if your catwalk extends a good distance or your reefer is underneath, some reefers are known to have a leak like right in this area, and it'll pull up on your catwalk. Alright, next thing you want to do, and I'm not actually reaching my hand in here for the simple fact I have it on one of Fry Miller's IntelliSets, which basically if the battery goes low, which is right here, it'll start itself up. I kind of like having 10 fingers and two hands. But you're going to want to check your belt right here. You want to make sure it's tight. And this belt that you can see, check that. Then you're going to come up here, this belt. Make sure that none of your wires are hanging where they don't need to be, that you ain't got no disconnections, like right here would be a disconnected. Make sure it's connected to your module right there. If you see leaks, you know, do not be afraid to tell Breakdown or your shop or whatever, hey, I see a leak. It may be nothing, it may be, you know, something that we need to get addressed and get it fixed so the reefer doesn't go out. And then I'm going to show you a couple other things, and I'm going to have to actually step down to show you part, and I'm going to give you a little story about how I know about this too well. But a couple weeks ago, I had a reefer tank right here that said full, but my reefer was throwing, it couldn't start. Gauge was showing full, reefer wouldn't start, and I had to fill it up. Being an owner op, that's not cheap, I'll tell you that right now. But Fry Miller was nice enough to reimburse me because there was no way it was my fault. One of the previous drivers of the trailer didn't put any fuel in it, thinking it was full also. But after I put fuel in it, I'm going to show you what you have to do if you run it out of fuel. You finally put fuel in it. First of all, you need to open this. This is called your bleeder valve. And what it's going to do is it's going to let air out once you start priming this reefer. And I'll tell you from experience, you never want to prime a reefer. It is how to put this nicely, it is one of the longest and arguably one of the most strenuous things to do to either a diesel or a reefer. because this little valve right here, you got to twist it open, and you got to pump 200-300 times. And you got to try to start it also. I mean, here, I'll show you what here's where my prime is. My start button is way down there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I had to continuously prime and reach down there. It was actually a little bit further when I had the issue. This was over here, and this box right here was actually here. I had to hit that button, keep priming. You got to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And it took me a little over an hour, but I finally got that reefer running. And that's an hour of me sitting here pump, 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 pump. Just keep going, keep going. You can't, you know, do it like that. You got to get all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. And once I finally got it running, you know, because this is going to fight you once it starts getting pressure. You got to get it back down once it's actually running, not doing the startup when it's actually running. Push it back down, twist it back on, and then you have to close this valve, which is clockwise, to close it. And like I said, it took the better part of an hour and 15 minutes. Now, to close the thing, because I know some will never open it, so I don't have to worry about them too much. But to close it, you always do this side first. Whatever side doesn't have the handle. If you have the two-handle one, it's the one that has the slip on the inside. Then you grab this one, and look, watch, boom, boom, it's done. That's how easy that is. Now I'm going to step on my tire, and there's a door right here too. Alright, this door, simple. This is your battery. It will occasionally go out. If you don't put your battery on any of the telesets to run, lost my footing there for a second. If you don't run any of the telesets on the Fry Miller trailers, you have a possibility of the battery going dead. It's a quick fix, but you factor in, okay, now I've got to pay for the battery, the call out if I can't get it to the shop and all that. As a company driver, y'all don't think about that. I'm an LP or lease purchase for Fry Miller. They treat me like an owner. So I do my best even when I drop trailers. See right here, it says the telesleep mode, change the teleset to exit. Well, you look here, the telesleep. Whenever that battery runs dead, or starts to run dead, it's going to charge itself. Now, I'm going to show you how to change the telesets, and it's real easy. I've seen drivers have trouble with this because they couldn't figure it out, but I'm going to show you how to do it. It's real simple. See, you hit this button right here, it says menu, teleset. You go to whichever one you need of these. It's going to be with that temperature. Since I know where I'm at, I'm going to set it to continuous, active. It says a teleset change. Then I'm going to go, and I will put it to the temp I need. But you know, that's how easy it is. Now I'm going to put it back because I'm not paying for
a dead reefer of fuel back to the IntelliSleep. It's that simple. When you need to defrost, you know, there's a defrost cycle right there. Raise your temperature, lower your temperature. If you raise or lower your temperature, you've got to hit this.
The reason you hit the equal sign, it's your enter button. And well, if you don't know what an enter button is, we gonna have a lot of problems, and it may take a little while to get you figured out. But that's all I got to say about that. I hope y'all did learn something, and if not, leave a comment, or you know, if you see me out on the road, let me know. I'll be glad to help you figure it out in any way we can both get it done. Thanks. Y'all have a good day.